Morning and welcome to day 3 of the US Open T20 Championships here at the Central Broad Regional Park in Lauderhill. And joining me is Dr. Michael Dowlatt. And we are waiting to see action between the Chicago Catchers and the Atlanta Griffins. And another lovely day in the making. Doc, as I say, good morning.
Good morning, Vinod. Good morning to our listeners. As the first ball is being bowled now.
Well, that's a delivery that bounces, it just sits up. And the batsman seemed very, very uncomfortable. He's looking at it. And he's now looking at the track and he's saying that the ball just stopped on him because he was initially going to sway away from that. And the ball just hung there. So it's a slow nature of the track. You know, during the morning period with the sun not out, there's this moisture on the track that holds the ball back a bit. And also this is why yesterday the spinners were able to get so much assistance because with moisture on the track, it slows the track down and gives the ball time to grip on the surface. And this is why yesterday the Kings 11 were in that position. Taking strike now is the chairman of Cricket Council USA, Mohammed Qureshi, and let's see how he goes about his business. I know he is very keen to get amongst the runs. Here is Khan, Adam Khan, bowls to Qureshi outside the off stump, and that delivery comes back into him. Adam Khan, a youngster who has a Trinidadian parentage. His dad hails from Aranguez in North Trinidad, and he has been playing cricket in the South Florida League for many years now. Although he's just 17, he has been in and around the cricket since the age of 11. He comes in now to Mohammed Qureshi. And Qureshi edges this one. It's going to go into the boundary down at third man for 4. And the chairman will tell you, Doc, that he played that deliberately.
Yes, definitely. That's a classic edge. You know, you can't get it better than that. The man himself is, and he's very proud of it. Bat on his shoulder, recognizing. Even the wicketkeeper was baffled.
Well, there's no one there. So he got away with it. He got 4. The score now 5 without loss. And Qureshi is off in the mark.
He's living on the edge.
And both to Qureshi, and he comes forward, drives the cover. There is a misfield. He's looking for a single, and there is none for him. It's great to see him out there. Great to see him playing. You know, he has done so much for cricket here that he can now go out there and enjoy himself. A man who has some cricketing pedigree. He played for the Pakistan under 19 team many, many years ago.
And this is a good form of leadership by example.
Yes. And comes into Qureshi again, and he comes forward, drives. Not in the approved manner. He's actually driving with an open stance to cover, and if Adam can get that, delivery to shape away from him, he could be in problems. But the captain of the Atlanta Griffin, they need to understand that if Qureshi is playing like that, they need to have a first slip at least in position. The end of over number 1. The score 5 without loss. And your thoughts after that opening over?
Definitely, today we have better playing conditions than yesterday. Yesterday it was really overcast, and we have a good breeze blowing across the ground, so we hope that the moisture probably will evaporate a little bit. The first ball was a little sticky, in terms of, so the batsmen have to start off cautiously. But the conditions look great for cricket today, and we expect, at least on this ground, the 4 matches that will be played, that to have better scores. The first match yesterday, the score was 53. So we're expecting that today we have some higher scores in the early matches.
So Owens is going to take up the attack from the southern end, and if you look at the track, early morning, this track has a sheen on it. It reminds you of Sabina Park in Jamaica. not in Trinidad and Tobago, as was suggested by a fellow commentator yesterday. And this delivery is played away by the side down to the boundary at the backward point. They go back for two. Qureshi motos down the track, coming back for two. And I think we also have with us here this morning in the commentary booth, Vernon Dowlat. So it's Dowlat squared here this morning. And Vernon, you remember the days when Sabina Park, on the first day of a test match, you could have actually seen your reflection. Down to third man, and that's a single.
Yes. Good morning to our viewers, and yes, Vinod, I remember those days very well. Seeing Michael Holding running up and producing some menacing deliveries as he approached.
Outside the off stump, Qureshi comes forward, plays it back along the track. So Qureshi, a big hitter, prides himself to be a big hitter of the cricket ball. So he will be looking to take advantage of the power play. Owen is not looking to generate any sort of pace. He's looking for line and length, which is the right thing to do right now. Qureshi finds the edge. He finds the edge of Qureshi's bat down to third man, and they're going to come back for two. So Mark Qureshi seems to have a bat with a thick edge, and he's now on to 6. The score 10 without loss, Doc.
Yes, Mark Qureshi seems to love living on the edge, but that was a guided shot.
Yes, I want
very
to give
deliberate.
Yes, I want to give him credit for that. Too short there from Owens, and Qureshi had enough time to guide it away. Now goes to around the wicket to him, looking to angle the ball across the right-hander, and he comes forward again, plays off or plays on the offside. I tell you something, if Qureshi gets off here today, we'll never hear the end of this. 10 without loss. We're wishing him all the best, though. He's now walking down the track before the bowler approaches. So Qureshi seems intent now on getting amongst the the runs. He's after 2 overs, it's 10 without loss. He's on 6, and Desai is on 4. More thoughts from Dr. Michael Dowlat.
Well, yes, a confident start to the morning. The batsmen seem very positive. So we're expecting that, the run rate will increase in the first 6 overs. I think that, you have a significant opportunity to accelerate the score. And so we have Khan preparing to bowl.
It's a delivery by Young Khan, pitch right up in the block hole. He just goes across and plays it back along the track. I see Timmy Suraj Bali, the captain of this Atlanta Griffins team. He is at first slip. So Timmy Suraj Bali probably heard our comments and has decided to employ himself as the first slip catcher. Atlanta Griffins, 99 on his back, Timmy. This is outside the off stump, and an elementary batting mistake there by young Desai. He's trying to cut by not moving the back leg. He should have been back and across to get closer to that ball, looking to cut it at the point of it being just under his nose and down to the backward point boundary. But on that occasion, he was just there fanning the bat at it, lucky to be still there. This is Desai driving uppishly and taking a single to mid-off. The mid-off fielder is tumbling forward. He's able to keep his balance, though. And that's one more. 11 without loss.
And Mark is looking distinctive in his red pads.
It's very fashionable, Mark Qureshi, has his cap, CCUSA cap, flipped backwards. It's a man who's full of life and a man who loves life. He always tells you have one life to live. This time he comes across and pushes the cover again. The fielder threatens to throw down the stumps. Desai is back in his crease. Number 87 on Qureshi's back. It's a number that the Australians don't like. You can see Suraj Bali, hands folded at first slip, waiting for the edge to come his way. This is Khan. And Qureshi plays on the offside quietly, looks for the single, a few exploratory steps down the track. Send back.
So Vinod, we have the sunshine coming in for the first time this morning onto the field, and you will see that. So cricket is under brilliant sunshine now, in the sunshine state.
Oh, that's a lovely shot by Qureshi. Straight down the ground. He's going to get 4 runs. And young Adam Khan did something that was very risky there, Dr. Dowlat. He stuck out his leg, and he could have gotten a serious injury had that crashed into his ankle.
Yes, Vinod, and you worry sometimes about the young athletes and the injuries they get that, prevent them from continuing as they go along with their career. They have to be very skillful sometimes. So I see them warming up sometimes with football. So I would expect that they would have some of these skills to be able to trap that ball. So yes, these young athletes need to be, very circumspect sometimes, in terms of how they. But cricket is a game where you take chances, and some of these chances lead to great rewards. But it's a lovely morning for cricket.
Owens from the southern end. And Desai looks to cut at this one again, not moving his feet. A sliding stop down at third man. And that's one more. Timmy Suraj Bali showing his prowess as a fielder. Timmy has been very prolific in the South Florida League. I think he has scored 35 centuries. And what I remember him for, though, is that he bowled one over here in the USA National Championships and was struck for 25 runs. Qureshi just rides this one to short point and he charges down the track. And he's home. So he's on 11 of 12, 17 without loss.
Yes, Mark is keeping the fielders on their toes.
And you can see the experience of Qureshi in playing that shot. He played that at the last moment. He was actually playing that just under his nose. Had he played that later, Doc, he would have played it tomorrow. That delivery is short now and it's pulled away through a square leg for 4. 21 without loss, and Desai gets into the act now.
Yes, and the partnership is building, and the batsmen are becoming more confident. They had a mid-pitch conference, and they're discussing their strategy. And I think they've seen the two bowlers, so they know what's coming at them.
And more than that, I think at the time out there, they'll be able to negotiate, they'll be able to readjust to suit the track. Desai cuts again, this time down to third man, just a single. Testing the fitness of Mohammad Qureshi. This time again, he plays it to cover, looks for the quick single. So he's doing the right thing here, Doc. Without the big shots, he's just keeping the scoreboard ticking. The bad ball will come along, and then they can deal with it.
And yes, Desai seems to be the more attacking player, so that he's giving him the opportunity to have the strike more often.
This one is pushed away to point, and Qureshi is home. He has been training over the last month or so by default, if there is something like training by default, because he has been showing up to his personal cricket stadium And hopefully before the end of these championships, the commentary team and the technical team could make a visit to the MAC Stadium in Wellington. So he has been training there with his son Zishon Qureshi, bowling to him, and also facing him in the net as a batsman, because Zishon Qureshi is the captain of the star-studded US All-Stars.
But this is very intelligent cricket too, Vinod. You know, while the bowling is on target, just on and off the off stump there, they've set their feel for it. They're turning around the strike very often, and it's a very positive start.
So one can replaces another. Left arm orthodox.
And this is struck straight down, but it's cut off just before the boundary. Well, he scrambled through for a single.
A bit of complacency by Desai, and he's angry with himself because that was his call. He was the man seeing the ball. Qureshi's back was turned to it, and a lovely stop down there. Wonderful bit of fielding, and what should have been 4 now turns out to be 3. So Kazim Khan is going to continue, and he must be very happy with that effort by the fielder down running across from long off the long on. Outside the off stump, man, Qureshi is going big. He could be in problems here. And Qureshi hits
It's a 6.
this one over the ropes. We wait for the umpire's signal. And that's 4.
Oh, it's 4. It's 4. It's
Just a couple centimeters away from the boundary. And a good attempt by the fielder down there. Qureshi was pulling this one from way outside the off stump, so he had to fetch it. And in the process of fetching it, it would have taken some of the momentum away from the shot, and just rolling away into the boundary for 4. Well, Kasim Khan is being given the treatment. He comes in again, bowls to Qureshi, plays it away to a wide mid-off and gets a single. Score is 30 without loss. I think the pharmacies in Boca Raton, where Qureshi hails, I think they'll be stocking up on rubbing ointment for Qureshi's return to home this evening. He's getting a workout. Pushed away on the offside by Desai, and there is no run. And simple batting, Doc, has taken them up to 30 without loss.
And Mac has turned out to be the more aggressive batsman. I thought Desai was leading the charge.
Wide. So Kasim Khan not finding his range. He replaced Adam Khan. The toss of Suraj Bali might have been if one can't do it, the other can. So he continues here. Kazim Khan outside the off stump, and Desai not timing that ball properly, which is an issue in early morning with the soft nature of the track. The ball is not going to come onto the bat as you expect. What you can have compensating for that, though, is the hardness, the newness of the ball. That helps to get the ball to come on, but Desai on that occasion not timing the ball, hitting it down onto the turf. It's the end of the over number 5, and the Chicago Catchers are 31 without loss.
You definitely need more stroke play and intelligent batting, placing the ball, looking at your field, and that is something that the batsmen need to take into consideration. The run rate is just about over 6. So at this rate, they will be just about looking at anywhere between 120 and 130.
Yep. Well, Bino is going to continue from the southern end. And Qureshi plays on the offside. Let's have a look at Bino's action. It's very unique. You never know when he's going to bowl. All just to distract the batsman. Yes, he's whining like he's in Trinidad on a Carnival Tuesday. Too close, that last delivery to cut. Outside the off stump, cut away by Qureshi to point, and there is a single for him. And the score moves on by 1-32 without loss. This delivery is pulled away down to cow corner and brings a single. This I had to swivel quickly because that delivery was flatter and quicker by Bino. Brings Qureshi on to strike. Gets back and cuts it down to point, and there's a direct hit, and the first wicket has fallen. Desai run out. So he leaves the arena for 13, and the score is now 33-1. Just leaning back, Qureshi, and a lovely pick up and throw. Oh my! He had one stump to aim at.
Yes. We know that is so difficult to do, but the feeling is excellent. Picking up with one action, throwing it in, and Mark called for the quick single, but Desai should have been backing up, recognizing that Mark is the more aggressive. But he almost made it to the crease, But the feeling. Rohan, excellent pick up and throw by Rohan.
Glimpses of Rohan Kanhai. Qureshi is there on 18.
Patel is joining Qureshi now.
And Patel comes in to join him. Qureshi having a refuel. So it's just one delivery again to go for the end of the power play. I want to thank Dr. Dowlat and Vernon Dowlat as well for their expert comments this morning. And I want to welcome Faisal, who is looking very dapper this morning in a lovely pink shirt. And
good morning, everyone, and good morning, Vinod.
Good morning, Faisal. And a good start. The chairman himself is playing this morning, and he's on 18 of 19 deliveries.
Yeah, he's got off to a start. Power play went well for him until that last delivery when they lost the first wicket, but not all to their fault. Brilliant fielding from Rohan. As we watch another one, another over starts. That's Benoy. He took up the attack, and actually, it is the end of the power play now, I beg your pardon.
Yes, end of the power play, 33 for 1. Bino bowling a very good over, none for 2. And after 6, 33 for 1. And look at the action of Bino. Not actually Abdul Kader, but he is very unique in the way he runs in to bowl. And that delivery did grip. What we have been seeing, Faisal, on mornings here especially, because of the weather conditions here and the softness of the turf, the ball is gripping. The spinners are getting that grip. This morning, the very first delivery of the innings, Adam Khan bowling from the far end, bowled a bumper, and the batsman actually had to wait. He could have gone back to the hotel and had breakfast and come back and play the delivery. But it's because of the slow nature of the track. Qureshi now looking to play it fine and does it well. He plays it very late indeed. And that's a single. The score goes on to 34 for 1.
Nice soft hand from Qureshi. Waited for it nicely. Dabbed it slow enough. And judged the run as quite well as well. Non-striker had a little stutter. But Qureshi was never in doubt.
Well, you would appreciate, Faisal, that on slow tracks, the later you play, the better off you are.
You're absolutely right, Vinod, here, because it gives you plenty of time. If you rush into your strokes, you're likely to play the ball in the air and lose your wickets. It's best to just wait for it and let it come on.
Again, delivery outside the off. Some elementary errors have been committed by Patel. He's not getting across, back and across to get to the ball. He's pulling away and looking to cut. And he's having problems with that. As Qasim Khan from the fine, he was taken to task in his first over. He's come back nicely. Good turn. You're seeing the exaggerated turn that you would not see later on today.
Turn and bounce as well, prodigious bounce. And the conditions, you've read them perfectly, Vinod, because early morning dew is causing that turn and bounce. Another one bounced, and Patel is doing opposite to what we said. He's rushing into his shots instead of waiting for, like Qureshi did.
Yep. Well, he's from Chicago, and normally they play on the AstroTurf across there. So this is an experience. He's bowled him. Frustration led to that shot, and this is exactly what we were speaking about earlier in the piece with Dr. Dowlad, that once you bowl wicket to wicket and just keep it tight, the batsmen in T20 cricket, they are going to get impatient, as you saw there. A few deliveries outside the off, he was not timing it properly, and that led to an injudicious stroke, and he's castled by Qasim Khan. The score is now 34 for 2, and Qureshi is leading a lone battle on 19.
Yes, he is, and a bridge too far for Patel. As you said, they're used to playing on the matting turfs where the ball comes on, and his timing was all over the place. And eventually his patience ran out, and he slogged through a straight delivery, lost his stumps, lost his wicket, and leaving his team in trouble. And as you said, leaving the chairman to fight a lone battle. The demands of his innings will change after the power play, and now he would have to anchor the innings, try to bat through and make sure that the other strikers go big around him. But Qureshi's role is very important. And I'm glad to see him play, and not just play, but perform so well. I mean, it's really admirable. You got to give credit to the man for his passion, for his determination, and you can see he's got very, very good skills as well.
Yes, he has some cricketing pedigree. Of course, his son is the captain of the US All-Stars team. And last night they had a lovely dinner for Muhammad Ali Khan, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. And Qureshi, of course, was there leading in that aspect of the entertainment of the field. So he's going to take strike now from Bino, who looks like a wind-up toy when he runs into bowl. Have a look at him there, Faisal. There he goes. He winds up. He winds again. And finally bowls. And Qureshi plays him very easily on the offside.
I don't know if you remember, he's the very, very slow motion version of Tim May, the former, or Peter Taylor, I must say.
Yes,
he used to bound in a couple of times, but a lot quicker than what Bino is doing.
That's excellent. Yes, definitely like Peter May, the Australian off spinner. Qureshi cuts away, down to backward point, a lovely shot for 4. Given room, and he was able to throw the bat at that. Let's use the levers properly, and that's down to the boundary for 4. 38 for 2.
That's dismissive from Qureshi. Look at the bat speed going through the ball, and the timing was perfect. He's got the pace of the wicket all right, and he's making sure when he hits them, they stay hit, and he's placing the ball well as well. That's another key ingredient, because the field was set for that shot. 2 fielders behind square, but he played it late enough for the ball to go through the gap. Good shot.
Former Pakistani on a 19 player, Qureshi, is showing his wares. Here is our friend Bino. Comes in again and bowls. But the young Chowdhury, who has just come in, could learn a lot from what he's seeing from Qureshi. And you're quite right. The bat speed on a slow track is so important as well. And the bat speed is what took that away down to the boundary at point. Here is Bino again.
This time Qureshi went for the big one inside edge onto the pad, and the ball, after he hit the boundary, he dabbed it to short third man. But if you look at the non-striker Chowdhury, he never left his crease, which led to this indiscriminate slog from Qureshi after this ball.
Qureshi cuts and misses. The score remains 38 for 2. As I was saying earlier on, this is a higher level of cricket than the club cricket here in America, and these guys, they need to step up to the plate, and elementary errors are being committed. Look, and you're quite right. That's a great observation there, Faisal. Chaudhry is just there. He's not leaving. He's not leaving home at all. It's as if, he wants to stay home for some reason.
Yeah, these are final points of the game. When you go level, you step up in different levels. You got to keep up the pace, otherwise you're left behind. And they may seem very, very little things, but they do matter at the end of the day. We've seen in T20 especially so many games decided by a run here or a run there, a misfield over and over. So these are the little things, and the best thing is, because this broadcast is happening, they can always go back and check what mistakes they were making, and hence come back better cricketers next time.
Yes, and Qureshi is having a long chat with Chaudhry, who seems to be explaining to him how to go about things. I think it should be the other way around.
Chaudhry was doing all the talking in this conversation, but 38 for 2 after 8.
Probably need to get on with it. 33 in the power play. I think it was about 12 runs under par. Normally, given whatever the nature of the track, I think 45 is acceptable in a power play. It's a benchmark that most teams set. Of course, that varies depending on the track, but that's the average, that's the mean. So Khan is going to continue, and he is bowling outside the off stump and cut away by Chaudhry. The runs in this. The sweeper comes off the boundary and fast in the return. And there is one. It brings Qureshi on the strike. And if I know Mark Qureshi, and I know him well, I think he's going to attack here. 39 for 2.
Let's see, he looked a bit edgy in the last over. You were absolutely right, Vinod.
Yes.
Went for the almighty heave. But again, the turn and bounce defeated his intentions.
And what Khan has done well is he has bowled nicely, just on that corridor of uncertainty, just outside the off stump. He has gotten generous turn, but as you said earlier on, that the bounce has been tremendous. Well, I think what Qureshi needs to do, rather than pull away, rather than move that left leg, outside the leg, someone looking to cart him over mid-off, he should hit with a spin. Look to go on the offside as opposed to going over mid-on. He gets a quick single here. Now he's in problems. He's out, run out. Qureshi run out for 23, and the third wicket has fallen. Mark Qureshi, a good effort, 23 of 27. He leaves the arena.
Yeah, the pressure was building. That caused the confusion. Went behind square. Chaudhry called for the run straight away, but Qureshi wasn't sure, and the pressure of dot balls, they do play up on your mind in 2020 cricket. You realize there's not enough time, and you got to make a move on. Qureshi certainly tried that on the first 2 balls, couldn't connect, and now the catchers have lost one more wicket. They're digging themselves in a hole right now. 39 for 3. Slight disadvantage of batting first in the first game in the morning as well, because as we see, there's a very strong breeze and the sun is trying to break through as well. And by the time the Griffins come to bat, probably there won't be as much help for the bowlers from catchers, and they have to struggle through the hard times, and loss of wicket certainly won't help them. As we see, Patel is the new man in. Have to go to the non-strikers. Qasim has just gone for 9 runs. He's in the middle of 3rd over. He looks a very good talent. He's got all his basics right. Got a high arm action, and seems to give it a fair rip as well.
Yes, and he's getting assistance from the track. This time 2 straight. Worked the way down through mid-on. They're going to come back for 2. So you might see a quicker running between the sticks. No disrespect to Mohammad Qureshi. At his age, I think he gave a good account of himself out there. Frustration led to his dismissal as well, going for a non-existent single. So they need to probably step up a bit. I just saw Shiraz Najam up here, the president of Midwest Cricket League. Midwest, I don't know if you know the setup here, Faisal, but Midwest is one of the regions that's under Cricket Council USA. And Cricket Council USA has 6 regions across America. And Cricket Council USA, as you will well know, they are the owners of the US Open.
Yeah, I'm getting to grips with the setups here. I'm
You're a
relatively
fast
new in
learner.
the USA.
But you're a quick learner. Yesterday I threw you into the pond, and you took it like a duck taking to water.
Thank you very much. I mean, cricket is a passion, and living in America now, we love to be part of that now. And as I said yesterday as well, it's exciting times for US cricket with the ODI status on the horizon and the talk of a franchise league as well.
Yes. Well, Jaskal Malotra, the vice captain of the national team, yesterday in an interview, he said that they're in the World 3 now, and with 6 teams there, 4 could get ODI status out of the 6.
Yeah, that's
so
in
it's
April.
very, very possible.
Yeah, very possible. And the other thing is, I've been following the USA scores in their recent competitions, and it looks like they've got together a very, very good team that gel together. And they seem to cover all the bases, and they've done very, very well as a team as well.
This delivery is driven back on the offside as Bino is bowling to Patel. Bino going around the wicket. And most of these guys on the Chicago Catchers team would have played in the Unity Cup that was held in September in Chicago. Again, just outside the off stump. So keeping it tight and allowing the batsman to make the mistakes. And while all of that is going on, the overs are ticking away.
Two relatively new batsmen on strike in the middle part of the innings. They got to do the rebuilding before they can launch. But this one is in the air. Fielding's trying to come around, and he's
Caught
it brilliantly. Running backwards, never easy, but he held his nerves and caught it cleanly. Yet another wicket goes down for the catchers.
Well, threw the shot too early again, and it speaks to the slow nature of the track. Delivery outside the off stump. He was looking to punch it square, and he played early. The ball came after and ballooned in the air, and a wonderful running catch. So by those strikes, and the score 41 for 4. Jid Patel decides, it's Friday morning, and Friday is seen as an easy-going day. Don't let me trouble the scorers.
Yeah, well, he's done his bit now. He's still got a long day ahead of him. And luckily it's 2020, so he only will have to field 20 overs, or maybe less than that, looking at the total. But in the good old days when we used to play longer versions of the game, you get out and sit, not only watch your teammates bat, but then after that you go out and field for the entire day as well.
And then you chase a letter for the entire day, and there's a lovely shot of my commentary team, and these two gentlemen, they have come this morning elegantly dressed. I think I'm going to actually go to my car and bring my blazer immediately. I'm going to have that. Next time you see me on commentary today, I'll be with my blazer. I'm going to don my blazer just to fit in with these two distinguished gentlemen.
Yeah, but we can't beat Rana though in dressing. We've got to do really well to beat him. He's looking really sharp.
He has been dressing since 6 a.m. this morning. One expects nothing less. And that's a lovely shirt that he borrowed from Shah Zafar.
I won't go that far.
This delivery outside the off-stump. And Chowdhury looked like I'm looking at him, and my early impressions is that he looks well organized.
You're absolutely right. He's getting behind the ball. Maybe he'll be struggling to force the pace, but he looks very organized. There you go once again. Very elegant.
It's very smooth, elegant, tall and elegant. Almost reminds me of VVS Lakshman, a tall and lanky, elegant player from Hyderabad in India.
Very wristy player, always a treat to watch, especially his back foot play and his onside play, Yep. It's one of the best ever, I would go as far as saying. Spino, this one is gone behind square. It's once again confusion in running. Bino completes his over, and it's 42 for 4 after 10 overs. Just the one run of this over and a wicket as well. Bino has only gone for 7 runs in his 3 overs, and he's got a wicket too. catches, 42 for 4 after 10 overs.
Well, joining us now is the chairman of Cricket Council USA, who batted very well this morning. At times he was leading a lone battle, looked very good, and whilst he was there, you saw the experience of this man. Mark 42 for 4, you got 23. Your team struggling at this moment?
No, I reached same score. My son did 23 runs, so I just have to reach the same run. But they were, unfortunately, the guys, I call him no, but he run it, and I don't want this guy just came in, give him a chance. He need more chance to play. So I play a lot of cricket, so that's his, I just sort of sacrifice for him.
Well, you know, that you look very good this morning. I know initially you told me that you were not going to play, but as this delivery is hiked away through the offside for 4, welcome boundary there by Chaudhry. He moves on to 8:46 for 4. But what we noticed from here, the track this morning, the ball was gripping and not coming on, which made batting even more difficult.
Yeah, in the first over, I have problem. Ball is not coming up, and first over ball is not coming up, and then second is slow, slow. So it's hard to play the fast bowler in the initially, and then I learned that thing up is getting is a hard ball because the pacer is Adam, I believe, and there was the South Florida player bowling and first over, and then I see the balls popping up. It's very slow came up, and some is even the style is very fast. And one of them, the ball came very quick actually when he threw on the run over the run wicket.
So you're suggesting it's two pace as well. Some balls are sticking in the pitch, bouncing like a tennis ball bounce, and some are skidding through.
Yeah, but if you're the player, you can keep an eye on ball. But this ball, basically, spinners, I don't know. This like one of them, the ball I went for the hit, and they went to the popped up the ball, and some is lowers as unusual has happened. Only this side, the bowler is bowling south end side where the keeper is now. That's the side of have a little bit issue, but that's basically. Ball popped up, some of them, and some is the ball. But other end, you see the ball coming in pacer to slow the ball.
But do you think with the sun and all the wind, it's going to get better with time and easy for your opponents? Do you think that?
Yeah, second batting is going to be opportunity for second batting because when the sun came up and then early morning, I told our teams, told our teams, can you fielding first? But what happened, unfortunately, we lost the toss. We definitely were gonna do the fielding first, but fortunately, when you lost the toss, you have no option.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you can't control
whoever
the
they
toss.
did, if you look at yesterday, whoever the batting first have very low scoring also, and same situation here. They know South Florida. There's all the players who's playing on this team. Atlanta Griffin is the team. Is local players here also, and he knows the fielding choice is a better choice for him. And if he get through from here, he's gonna be top of the start because they beaten at Tiger teams. They are Tigers now. They have like second games. So they are the list of the top.
Well, Mark, talk us through some of those shots that you played this morning. And there was one particular shot that reminded me of Javed Mianda, that delivery just outside the off stump. And yes, Faisal was saying that the bat speed was excellent. The delivery that you cut away down to backward point for 4.
Yeah, fortunately, it's an opportunity. The guys, the ball is low, and he keep pitching it a little fast one. This is the same bowlers you can see in him, and his bowling offside the stump is quick ball. He coming style, but he's not laying on the slow ball. He's doing it quick. So fortunately, that's the only way he did it offsides. A little off there, I cut short, and then make it, boundary, and that's basically you can. Opportunity I had it, and I play the cricket and back in lots, so it's been a while I didn't play, but
But I see your good friend Shiraz Najam. He was cheering from up here. He also plays with you with this Chicago team. I was reminding our viewers that you did represent his team as well at the Unity Cup in Chicago, and that Midwest falls under Cricket Council USA.
Yes, and for Chicago, always I love Chicago, and then especially if you look at it, Shiraz, Midwest president, and we create this team, Chicago Catcher, and for give him opportunity. If you look at a lot of young players is coming to play, and I play with them because I'm one of them is sponsor for the teams, also the owner of the teams.
You seem to be a sponsor for every team in America. You're not telling me anything new there, Mark.
No, but I love Chicago. I like that environment there, and Chicago's people. They are very nice and cooperatively. They have passion on the crickets, and always involved. Good things. I meet these people on one of the occasions. We doing the Unity Cups, and also we building the stadium in Chicago. We just signed up the deal last year, and this coming year we have the Chicago have a stadium. Fortunately, maybe we will gonna bring this U.S. Open next year if the stadium is ready. We will play in Chicago.
Yes, so you have the Mac Cricket Ground in South Florida, and you're going to have the Mac Stadium in Chicago. It's a wonderful stadium. I was very privileged to see the drawings at that stadium, Faisal. It's going to be one proper stadium, a big stadium with seating capacity, and there are 2 or 3 other grounds that they're building there as well, and Mac is investing. He's very happy. You were sharing the pictures the first day that the grader went in and took down all the trees, and it's coming along nicely. Mark, you might want to give us an update as to how far you've reached with that project.
There was 39 acres, roughly like a big site, and they have one is proper fields, which is just like this, and we will have that, and 2 on the side practice fields, just like we have an outside on the stadium. So 3 fields there, and then one is the trophy kits where they're going to be play with officially and the tournaments and all the games. And there's biggest thing is right on the city. It's not outside, just like this stadium by the airports and in the city, heart of the city in Fort Lauderdale. And that's Skokie. That's basically one of the best place to be, and a very expensive land to find. Fortunately, there is no land to find in Chicago. In the city is cost-wise. That particular property is worth $40-some million just for land value where we're putting the stadium is. So this is going to be a big thing for Chicago, and I believe they're going to improve. A lot of good cricketers come there because eventually, if you look at it, they have a very struggling time right now to play on the trophy kits. They're coming back and forward. South Florida have 3 trophy kits, and one is a Mac Stadium, one is Brian Piccolo, and one is here. 3 proper stadiums we have it in South Florida, and there is Chicago. They have Mirali, the Heather Fields is bowling wheels, and he's also part of and Cricket Council working with us. There when fortunately we bring the tournament in Chicago, we're going to work with the Mir Ali Stadium fields also. They have the trophy kit properly. I have not visited yet, but I invite me a few times. We will going to go see him next visit to see his fields, and I actually went to his banquet. He invited our one few months back, and basically we want to be having Chicago is a hub because Chicago is close to everything. So if you look at it, the South Florida is way south, and there's the only city connected to the Atlanta is almost hour and a half flights and 10 hours drive. And Chicago, they have everywhere is close by.
Well, everywhere is close by, but Mark drove 18 hours the last time we were in Chicago just to come up. He had a road trip, and looking back at this game here, 56 for 4, we must take into consideration that these guys from Chicago playing on turf is something new for them, because you have the AstroTurf there. As that delivery edged outside the off stump, falling short of Timmy Surusbali, the score remains 56 for 4 at the end of 13. But what you have coming on stream now in terms of cricket development, Faisal, is the fact that Mark is now putting a turf wicket there. So the next time they visit tournaments like this, they would have the experience of playing on turf wickets.
Yes, thank you, Faisal, and I'm going back to my teams, and thanks for Vinod and bring me here for Thanks, good luck. Thanks.
Well, as Makarishi leaves to go and get a good rub down because he's going to get a lot of aches and pains after that innings. But Faisal comes back into the commentary position. The score is 56-4-4. And a good effort there by Mohammed Qureshi, Faisal.
Yeah, not only on the pitch, but listening to his plans. He's got big plans up his sleeves, and he's a very, very passionate guy, genuine lover of the game, putting a lot of effort in terms of his time and money into the game. And he was talking about that Chicago Stadium. Once that's up, it not only has you an arena like this, but also it gives you the fields together with it, so you can play the league games on those fields, and your grassroots development takes to another level. As we watch another one from Surjabali. It's 57-4 in this game. The catchers are a bit behind the 8 ball here, but as I was saying, listening to Mac Qureshi's plans, it's all exciting times ahead in this part of the world when it comes to cricket development.
Yes, 57-4. Sorry about that. Just distracted a bit there. Mysteries in, and let's see if he'll be mysterious. Well, Timmy Surajbali is the leg spinner. He's going to bowl. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. Originally, he scored something like 35 centuries in the local league. That's a lovely shot, playing with the spin. That a big leg spinner there, and going inside out was Chowdhury. I continue to see Faisal. I like the look of Chowdhury.
This is his second boundary, probably the best of the lot. Inside out, over extra cover, one of the most pleasing shots on the eye, and he got it right off the meat of the bat. And you called it pretty early on. He looked very organized. Now that he spent some time on the middle, he's looking to find the boundaries as well. Excellent shot.
And speaking of playing those pleasant drives through the offside, you will well remember Carl Hooper. Lovely shot. This time rocking back and playing it as late as possible in order to get it to the left of the fielder at point. And that one goes down to the boundary for 4. He's looking elegant.
He's indeed, and he's toying with the line and length of the bowler. This time he stayed back, waited for it, and cut it hard. It wasn't that bad a delivery, wasn't that short, but the excellent footwork made it possible for Chowdhury. He's taking full towel. Talking of Carl Hooper after this ball. But Chowdhury is not letting slow here, and he's lifted that over the square leg fence. And Maestri is under fire here, and Chowdhury is giving the much needed impetus to the catcher's innings right now. He's got 14 of the last 3 balls, 72-4 catchers.
Well, Timmy Surajbali, none for 16. I told you, if I saw the last time Timmy, who's a batsman, he normally does a little bit of bowling as well. The last time I saw him bowling, he was shot for 25 runs in an over, and he probably wants to better that. Here he is again. So Crowley, that's a lovely shot. That's a wonderful pickup. And all the fielder can do is to pick it up from a square leg. Dr. Daulat is having a good laugh at the expense of Timmy Surajbali. None for 22. It's the end of over. The end of the over. End of over number 14. 78-4. Oh my! I love the look of Chowdhury.
Effortless as well. The ball traveled a long, long way, but that seemed very effortless. He just got down on one knee and picked it up. And Maestri come under fire after the 25 he gave away. This time he went for 22. Some beautiful batting now.
So it's Timmy Surajbali.
Sorry.
Yes.
He was on the receiving end.
Yes.
And Chowdhury has...
I'll tell you something, Faisal. There's no mystery about his bowling.
See, we have to wait a little bit longer to see what he brings to the party, but I mean, some delightful batting by Chowdhury.
Excellent batting.
It's not just the quantity of runs, but the quality of his batting has been absolutely sublime.
Yes, no slugging at all. I love that word, sublime. And it mirrors what we are seeing here this morning in terms of this performance by Chowdhury. So Mystery is taking strike now, and he's going to face some white. He goes downtown, and this is going to run away into the boundary for 4. So the floodgates are opening up. And Chowdhury, he did that in the last over. Mystery joins the action now. He goes on to 12, and the score 82-4.
He just threw the kitchen sink at that. A length delivery. But he's providing that support that Chowdhury would need, because with only less than 6 overs to go, they got a strike from both ends to make up for the lost ground, and also to catch up with the disadvantage of having to bat first. But the last 7 balls have yielded 26 runs.
Comes in again, that's short and taken away over deep mid wicket. That's an exquisite Boca 6. And the score goes on now to 88 for 4. All of a sudden, Faisal, they're on fire.
Exactly, the floodgates have opened, as you said, and it's not stopping right now from both ends. And Griffin team, who was in total domination about over and a half ago, sweating a little bit.
Intelligent batting. You respect the good deliveries and you take care of the bad ones. And just playing that one down to short third man for a single. So Mystery is on 19. He holds the strike. Chowdhury 31. And this is over number 15. Chowdhury comes in to strike.
What the onslaught has done is that the fielders on the ring, they stayed back right on top of the ring. So playing with soft hand allowed the two to cross over and keep the scoreboard ticking.
Excellent point. And it's very good that they noticed that as well. This is clipped away. My oh my. This man continues to look so elegant out there. Just leaning back and taking that one away from the fielder in the circle at fine leg and down to the boundary for 4.
If you're ever looking for a promo for this event, you got to capture some of these shots.
Yes.
They're very elegant and high in quality and class from Chowdhury, not letting any opportunity go by. But also the important thing is he took his time. He saw the pace of the wicket, he bided his time, and when the moment came, he's seizing upon it. Brilliant batting.
Yes, brilliant batting indeed. White continues, and this time it's down the leg side. It's going to be called wide, and the first time that Chowdhury really looked to slog that one, and it was a wide. He was looking to get it over the ropes. He's eyeing that area down to the backward square. Once he beats the fielder in the inner circle, that's it. You can get 4. This delivery is muscled away down to long on, and he gets one more. 95 for 4. The catchers, they are batting first here against Griffin.
That's beautiful shot, straight as an arrow, but an excellent catch done at the northern end of the ground on the long off fence. He just popped out of his hand for once, but he kept his eye on it. And I tell you, Griffin did need that wicket really badly after the onslaught in the last 2 overs. And Mystery tried for another big one. Got the bottom half of the bat, I think, and quite close to the fence, but not close enough. And a good juggling act from the fielder. So catchers have lost another wicket. 95 for 5 in the 15th over.
Yes, 95 for 5, and an ill-advised shot at this point, as Faisal was saying. You know, there was no need for that at this point in time with 4 wickets down. And he was trying to hit the ball over the onside. It went on the offside. In the end, a little bit of outswing, a little bit of sheep from White. I was looking at White, and when he lined it up just outside the offside, he was getting a little bit of movement that would have taken it down to long off, and a good running catch down there. So at the end of 15, we're going to have a double change in the commentary position. Dr. Michael Dowler is coming into the commentary booth, and he is bringing with him Vernon Dowler and the man himself, Ahmed Rana from Cricket America.
Thank you, Vinod, and thank you, Shah Faisal, Vinod Mamchan, the man who never stopped working, the man who never sleep. I welcome Dr. Daulat with me.
Yes, Rana, I think that was a wonderful catch here on the boundary. You had to keep your eye on the ball, and I'm looking at the run rate. 6.3 still, averaging between 120 and 130, but the sun is out.
Good low full toss, play toward the leg side, but what a good fielding. That's how you should feel. That's how youngster who are watching right now should learn to field like that. 15.1, 96 for 5. Chicago catcher is hustling. I want to say the word hustling. Mac Qureshi, our chairman, we get to see glimpse of his batting. He was doing pretty good on 21 out of 21 ball. Unfortunately, the run outs. But Chaudhary is still there, playing with 36 runs and 21 balls.
Oh, that's is a beautiful catch. Very close to the boundary, come running in. So Chaudhary is out. He has been very aggressive. But I will say that the fielding has improved dramatically in terms of the catching. So another wicket is lost, 96 for 6 now.
Yes, same story. As soon as they start making run, they start losing the wicket. Chaudhary was doing pretty good, I guess. Commentator curse, that's true about that. And today I'm feeling it sitting in the commentary box. So 96 for 6 after 15.2, and Ali is there, and Ali's coming new batsman. Arshad is there, and A Khan after 2.2 given 11 run and took 1 wicket. And a great catch, running down and making sure his elbow doesn't spill the ball.
But the sun is out fully now. It's excellent conditions for cricket. The batsmen just need to keep their head down, and I suspect they need to play the ball on the ground more often or get it completely over the boundary for the maximum.
Yeah, Dr. Daulat. Arshad is ready to face A Khan. A good ball right in the block hole, and there's a fielder right there, no run. So Griffin has tightened the things for catcher. If catcher needs to make a good score over here, they need some boundaries over here. But welcome to viewers all the world. This is Cricket in America, US Open T20 2018, the prestige tournament and biggest tournament of the year, biggest tournament ever produced in the history of America, with the live coverage going all over the world. A good slow Yorker, I guess Yorker type ball right in the block hole, Doctor.
Yes, he's varying the pace. He's trying to use, there's a nice breeze blowing across the ground. And young Khan here is really trying to use the conditions to his advantage. And the batsman really giving him the respect. The young man, he's doing really well.
A good ball again, but down the long on for single. See, Griffin has tightened the things for catcher, When we were watching, Mac Qureshi was batting, they were 36 for 1. But after they lost the wicket of Mac, and, they haven't found the rhythm that they are really looking for. Good straight drive, a little bit misfield, and it's a 4 runs, so it's 100 up for the catcher, Dr. Daulat.
Yes, that's. But the feeling there was a little sloppy, and you can't afford to, because the first game is always a low-scoring game. Yesterday, the first game, the maximum score was 53. We're very close to doubling that because the conditions are much better. Yesterday it was overcast, and the fielders need to know that every run you let go, you have to make that up and 1 extra. So the fielding has been good in terms of the catching, but they need to pay some attention to that.
Yes, Doc, a beautiful weather here, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We are right sitting here in Central Broward Regional Park. Our DJ has woken up as well, and we are getting wake up after 2 full packed schedule, and today the pack day too, and today the Friday. So happy Friday to all over the world. And wherever you are watching, keep sharing our Facebook page, Mac TV page, with all the other Facebook friends you have, because I have getting a lot of messages that everybody's looking and keeping a close eye on these games. And this is cricket in America, and this is the way cricket gonna stay here for a long time, Doctor.
Yes, Ranan, but we have had 2 days of packed cricket, 24 matches so far. It's a wonderful 3 playgrounds.
Maybe some kind of record as well, Doctor. I
I
never been to a
think so.
tournament where 24 games has been played in just one day. I mean, 2
2
days.
Yes.
So Mac Qureshi making sure everybody work day and night.
That's literally.
A good pull shot. There's nobody there. A very good shot, a confident shot from Arshad. The score moves to 105 for 6. A good boundary coming for catcher in the right time. And they are looking for some boundaries. And current run rate is 6.5, but they need at least in last 4 overs to go up to 8 runs in over to go up to close to 140, Doc.
Yes, and as the pitch dries out and the ball comes through a little faster, the next team will have definitely better batting conditions, so they need to accelerate now.
Yes, this is what Arshad is planning to accelerate, pushing a gas for catcher. A good shot again, and there is a little bit misfield, another 4 run, back-to-back boundaries. This is exciting cricket, and maybe they are listening to us, Doctor. And maybe the 12th man went over there because our chairman was just here in the commentary box. He went downstairs. Maybe he told them what advice we are giving the team.
Definitely, I told them to keep the ball on the ground and send it to the boundary, and that's exactly what they're doing.
So we definitely need you, Dr. Dollar, then more often in the commentary box.
Yes, but it's sensible cricket. You need to play intelligent cricket. Keep turning around the batting, taking the quick singles.
Yes. Ooh, that's hit hard. Very good shot, but very good fielding from the Walker. Fielding on his own bowling. And if that ball would have missed from him, that would be another boundary, but good fielding overall. It's not that easy for a fast bowler to run in and do the fielding like that on his own bowling, Doc.
Definitely, but you need a little more intelligence, shot selection too.
Ali has missed the ball, and dot deliveries not going to help the catcher to get to the good score that they are looking for. And a good bowling from Walker. He slowed the pace. He saw that Ali was making a room to hit him. So he slowed his body, you can say maybe a leg cutter. A good shot towards the long off. Just for 1 run. Long on. They wanted the second one, but a good fielding from the fielder. And 111 for 6 after 16.5. In the next 3 over, they definitely need to go by 10 run by over.
Walker is keeping the ball just outside the off stump, so that's keeping them.
Very good ball again, swing and a miss. Arshad want to send that ball to Boca Raton, but Walker had different plan for him. And a very good over. After first 1 over, he has given only 10 run. Doc, you noticed something about last night game. Usually team doesn't bring a new bowler on 15 or 16 over. But we are seeing this a new pattern in this US Open T20 that yesterday they bring Hussain, and Hussain got the bigger of the Khan that who was cruising, dealing on 6s. Same thing we're noticing here today, that Walker came on the to bowl a 17 over.
Yes, and sometimes you change it up with the style of the bowler, the pace that they're coming in, and when a batsman gets accustomed to a bowler, so the captains are trying to be creative and imaginative, and it's a kind of surprise element sometimes.
Yeah, the view look good on the screen now, viewers. This is Dr. Dawla, then Mr. Varnan over here, and myself, Ahmed Rana. So hopefully you are enjoying. We are enjoying in the commentary box. A Khan came back to bowled him. Ali tried to play a Dilshan scoop, and he still needs some practice on that. And A Khan has a different planning for Ali. Khan has bowled Ali, and Ali is going back to the pavilion. You can see he moved too far, Doc.
Yes, he drifted a little too far across the wicket, and he exposed his leg stump, and he got the wicket knocked over. But he was also trying something creative too. But you need to get into the nets and practice it. You can't practice it out on the actual game day. So but I must say, Khan has been bowling quite intelligently. He has been consistent, and you've seen the results of it. So 111 for 7 after 17 overs. Like I predicted, anywhere between 120 and 130.
Yes, Doc. Adam Khan just came to ball the 18th over, and first ball, he sent Ali back to the pavilion. So, dear viewers, especially people watching in India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, or West Indies, or Australia, New Zealand, because a lot of people are asking me only, mentioning the subcontinent, but I'm mentioning the whole world because on Facebook, this live coverage is going all over the world. Viewers, watch. This is Cricket in America. This is how cricket is going in America, and we have a lot of international players, people coming from all over the world in this tournament. And the teams are not just only for US, they are also from Canada, they are also from UAE, and they're also from Pakistan and West Indies. And we see the St. Martin DJ Raj yesterday holding the flag very high because Adam Sanford team has won yesterday.
Definitely, and there's great diversity in the teams and in the players. Even within a team, players are coming from all around the world. So it's a great opportunity for people to meet and to network and for skills to be shared. Khan comes in again.
Najam is a new batsman. A good ball from Khan, but Najam take it to the leg side. Going to push for 2, but what a good fielding. See, this is fielding is all about. You see youngster diving in, and as a beautiful weather, sun is out. And once you dive in, you put that effort, you make a commitment with your mind and, physically, and you are there. This is what we need. But you remember yesterday when 8 catches were dropped. How you expect to drop catches and win matches?
That's right.
A good slow ball, but played in a gap shot. It's going to be at least 2 runs. A fielder coming around. And good batting from A. Najam. Just arrive. And try to build a little bit rhythm with this inning. It's 17.3 for 114 for 7.
Yes, intelligent batting. But the young man is bowling very well too, Khan.
Yes, Aspar Najam. He's the captain of Chicago Catcher. Wearing a shirt number 01. Good ball right in the block hole, but sweeper is there. It's going to be only 1 run. At least we don't see no dot ball. This is very good for Chicago Catcher as of now because we see 2 early quick wickets.
Yes, and you still have at least 2 overs to go again. So once you have overs remaining, you have to have batsmen in to make those runs.
And our umpire, one of the best umpire in USA, Vijay Prakash Malala. And today is not an umpire on the field, but he is sitting right here in the commentary box next to us with the scorer, making sure everything goes well. And good shot, but we have to see there's a catcher right there. There's a great catch. The intention was right. Want to hit the boundary, but bad luck. Ball went right straight to the fielder hand.
Rana, like I said, you have to know that there are fielders out on the boundary, and if you don't have the ability to send it over the boundary, you need to keep it on the ground. There's a high probability of getting caught out. But Young Khan has been throwing up the ball for them to, and he has been bowling, for the batsmen to take that chance, and they've been taking the chance, but the field was set exactly for that bowling. So I want to congratulate the captain too of Griffin.
Yes, Griffin captain has set up the field very well. And we must say the fielder, the ball was high, but the way he took the catch is probably given more confidence to him and more confidence for Griffin team to tighten the screw on catchers. Because 17.5, 115 and 8 doesn't look like a fighting score in T20.
That's right. And, you must give kudos to the groundsmen who have prepared an excellent ground. The players can be confident of the way in which the ball will bounce, and they could run without any kind of fear of injury.
Nice pull shot. And it's a 4 run. So welcome boundary for Chicago catcher. After 18 over, 119 for 8. They need a lot of 4s and 6s.
Yes. So 2 overs remaining, and we're looking forward to seeing what will happen here. Right now, 119. My prediction was a maximum for 130. I'm hoping that they destroy that prediction. And
I think if Arshad is still there, I would say they will go around 136 to 140, because the way he pulled that shot and went to the boundary, he's doing pretty good. Just faced 11 ball, made 18 runs. And we want to say thank you to the cameramans. They keep showing us 3 handsome men on TV, especially Tassin Ahmad, Rashid, and all the other cameramen. And what a great effort from all the team over here, the teamwork. This is not a one-man show or one-man army. There are people behind the scenes who are working day and night to bring you this live coverage. And thanks to Rudy, the scorer, Lalman. Very good shot. That's 6 right there. And I said, Doc, they're going to need a lot of more 6. And Prasad has faced the first ball. He has sent that ball to Boca Raton.
And definitely, they're making use of the last 12 balls, 11 remaining, and that was a very positive shot. So as the sun shines in Florida.
Same kind of shot and same result.
Excellent, excellent. Finally, this opening Prasad is opening his hands.
131 for 8 after 18.2, 2 6s in a row. Two balls Prasad is facing, and both ball has go to Boca Raton, and DJ is waking up. Certainly, he's enjoying. We all enjoying, and umpires get to do the exercise and pull his arm all the way in the air to show the signal it's a 6 run.
Yes, and by the end of tonight, 36 games would have been played in this tournament. Rana, what do you think about that?
This is a fabulous, fabulous achievement. And like I said, all the team members from MAC TV, from CCUSA working day and night, and especially people coming from all over the world to support this cricket. And I never seen achievement or better plan than that. And Muhammad Afzal Qureshi, the man never sleeps. And last time I checked, he was here leaving 12 o'clock, and he got here the first person 6:30. A good pull shot. We have to wait for the...
At a misfield. Oh, right. There's a man behind him there.
So Prasad is doing a little better for Chicago catcher. He only faced 3 balls, made 13 runs. And you can see he tried to pull that ball, but ball was shorter than is expected, so only allow him to get 1 run. Good cover shot. The fielder is there. The sweeper going to come along. And I don't know why they're not pushing for 2. It's only 1 run because every run count here, Doc.
Yes.
And they need to run the first one hard if you want to run the second run. And the first one, they're just taking like a walking in a park. This is a poor running between the wicket, Doc.
Rana, I think they're ball watching too much. They have to, as you say, accelerate and,
A beautiful shot right to the side screen. The fielder is there, but a misfield between the 2 fielders. They're smiling about it. There should be nothing to smile about. It's a 4 run. You are playing international cricket, and you are going all over in the world as a live coverage. So you have to play a serious cricket. You cannot give a 4 runs and smile while you have a misfield. You see that dot ball from Walker. Better delivery. And 19 over gone, 137 for 8. I said 136, Doc, but you were saying 130. So I guess some of the prediction coming right.
Yes, but the Prasad has come in there with a very positive attitude, and this is what you like to see coming down to the end. But you have to look at the field and make those intelligent shots. So I'm expecting the last 6 balls to see some more fireworks. They had a conference midfield there. And you must admire the work of the umpires. They're out there. So many matches.
And the camera one just showing the Chicago dugout. Muhammad Afzal Qureshi sitting there. He's smiling, feeling better now because he was a little bit upset when he came to the commentary box that he got run out. He's saying that was not my call. I wouldn't have run. Chaudhary wouldn't got out, but he sacrificed his wicket for Chaudhary.
Yes, and that's what you learn in cricket. I mean, the teamwork, and sometimes these things will happen, but you can't take it personally. So many of these silly runouts take place, but you need to have better communication.
Yes, doctor. And Owens comes to bowl the last ball for Griffin, and Arshad is facing. It's gonna be.
That ball is skied, and the keeper takes it. Keeper takes it, and that's 9 wickets down now.
Yes,
Whoa.
Mr. Wannan, before the ball got in the keeper hand, he said out already. He's a seaman too. He sees something that we couldn't see, Dr. Daulat. So Wannan is watching and keep an eye. He came all the way from Canada, left some snow to come in a Sunshine State. And that's 137 for 9 after 19.1.
Yes, you have to take chances, yes, in the last over, but you have to be intelligent too. And realizing that you just had 2 wickets remaining, now it's only 1. So we're hoping that who's coming in now? Shazad?
Shazad is the new batsman. Arshad back to the pavilion, making a 19-run. Bowler was Owens, and
So Rana, what is your prediction now?
my prediction.
five more balls? Can they make the 150?
No, I think it's going to be 137.
137?
That's what my prediction right now, because I don't know what the last man going to do. If you are number 10th or 11, we don't expect you to do too much.
Yeah, but even though there have been quite a few misfields and
But you
things
have
like
to,
that.
sorry to cut you out,
Yeah.
Doc. You have to understand, Parsad is on the strike now. So
Oh,
anything
yes,
can be
yes.
possible.
Okay, great. Yes, yes. Passad has been doing really well. Very positive and aggressive.
And just faced 5 ball and 17, and here's Owen. Ready with long hair. A good block hole, full toss. All Parsad can do, just hit towards the long off for single. So in this tournament, we have a lot of players who have like a special, like a character, we can say, or maybe special, get up. Because right here, Owens has long hair and from West Indies. So we're going to miss.
Yes, everybody have their unique way of representing themselves, and Shazad should turn around the strike quickly. You just have 3 more balls remaining.
A good fielding of his bowling and just 1 run, but Shazad has stolen the run. So 139 for 9, Doc, 19.4. Parsad is there now. And Lenny Ashrabar, also one of the commentators with us, has arrived from New York. He just came to say hello to us. So hello, Lenny. A good ball from Owen. He knows that what Parsad is trying to do, making a room to hit him over the boundary. He slows the ball and just line and length. Doc is very difficult to keep in the same time, but practice make it perfect. And you can see he keeping the ball just at the same place last 3 to 4 deliveries.
Excellent bowling, and this is the last ball coming in now. Again, just outside the off stump, and that's it. 139, just as you predicted.
Yes, dog. That's why they call me a seaman. 139 for 9 after 20 overs. Parsad, 18 off of 8 balls. Shazad only faced 2 balls and made only 1 run. But a little bit good push from Parsad, hitting a couple of boundaries and making that score 139 for 9. It's a good score, 5-table score. Walker has bowled 2 overs, 28 for no run, and Owen bowled 3 and 15 for 1. So there's a smile all over. And umpires are coming back. We're just waiting for Rudy to put the detailed scoreboard so we can read to our viewers. And then we're going to take a short break. Here you go. Rudy is right on the point. Desai came and with Mac Qureshi. Desai got run out. And then Mac Qureshi or Muhammad Afzal Qureshi, chairman, got run out as well. So both openers gone for run out. They couldn't find any other way to get out. R. Patel went out for 0. 13 Desai make. Mac Qureshi was doing pretty good on 23-28. Chaudhary make 36 off 22 balls. Jay Patel, without bothering the score, went home. Mystery 19. Arshad make 19. Ali make 5. Najam make 1. Parsad got not out for 18. Shahzad not out for 1. 139 for 9. And extras was only 4. Griffin bowling. A. Khan ball 4 over. 24 runs for 3 wicket. Owens 3 for 15. 1 wicket. K. Khan 4 overs. 16 run 1 wicket. Bino 4 overs. 9 runs 1 wicket. And White 2 overs. 24 for 1. Sharuj Bali 1 over. 22 run expensive. And Walker 2 for 28. So all the bowlers from there. A. Khan was among the most wicket taker 3. 139 for 9. Griffin needs to make 140. Me and Doc gonna take a break. We see you in a few minutes.
Yes, the catchers, they have runs on the board, so let's see what's going to happen with Griffin now. So we'll see you in a bit.